It's the Shaka Hislop derby. That's what we were calling this one. West Ham against Newcastle. Both sides could have done with all 3 points in this game. In the end, it finished 1 apiece. Does a draw really serve either side very well, Shaka?
It doesn't serve either side that well, in all honesty, though Newcastle, I think, would be happier with the point, but feel more hard done by that they didn't get all 3. And let's be honest, as much as we're talking about a team that has put together a three-game winning streak up to this one, has found themselves out of the bottom 4, the 2 teams are opposite ends of the tables for a reason. And then the game happened. In that West Ham dressing room, and you see that there's no Sam Maximan on the team sheet, I think you're overjoyed with that. But then the opening whistle, and let's be honest, Kay, if this were a boxing match, somebody probably would have been throwing in a towel. David Moyes probably would have been throwing in a towel after 10 minutes. Newcastle were by far the better of the 2 teams, and then the Dawson goal. The delivery was simply outstanding. Dawson getting his head on the end of it, and West Ham found themselves in an unlikely, if undeserved, lead. And then Newcastle, for me, again, were just the better. I mean, it was a little bit more even, but Newcastle still shaded it. Willock scoring just before half time, and then the second half was a lot less to phone home about. But on the balance of play, not just over 45, but over 90 minutes, I really thought Newcastle were the better of the 2. And as I'm looking at West Ham, a team that needed 3 points, if they are to hold on to any hope of finishing the top 4, and it was unflattering. It was a performance to forget. And as I'm trying to figure out why, and looking along the team sheet and the names, nothing jumps out. No one jumps out as having had a very good game. And as a result, you probably feel a little bit lucky that at least you get a point.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say West Ham didn't really look like a team chasing for a top 4 spot this season. They've really seemed to lose their way over recent weeks. So I think you're kind of half touching on it there, Shaka. Could it just be a little dip?
It could be, but of those teams chasing top 4 spots, I think Newcastle, West Ham probably has the slimmest of squads. So probably don't have David Moyes doesn't have as many options as some of the others. We've heard this week of Antonio Conte complaining about exactly that, and West Ham probably in a worse position in that regard. The one thing that West Ham has done well is they've been able to rely on key players during the course of this season. Bowen came into this one 7 goals in 7. I don't think he, as you look along this way, I don't think he had that significant a contribution today, nor did Michael Antonio. And if I were to be perfectly honest, Willock had the beating of Declan Rice almost all game long. Willock, for me, was probably the best player on the park on the day and deserving of his goal. Dawson got the goal for West Ham, but then maybe could have done better with the Newcastle goal. Declan Rice challenged. I'm trying to think of who it was, but so easily could have been given away a penalty himself. It really was. It really was a below par performance as a team and individually from West Ham, and it cost them. And we saw this last season. As good as they were the first 2/3 of the season, they trailed away back end, and you just wonder if that's going to happen this time around for West Ham.
Yeah, we'll see how costly it does prove to be as the weekend's results play out.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.